What's up everyone, Ultimate Atomic HD here, and today I'm continuing the Let's Play of Persona 5 Strikers for the PS4. Last time we started this Let's Play with a very short episode, seeing how I forgot to charge my tablet. And now we are not going to be making that mistake because my tablet is now fully charged up, and we are going to have a bit of a longer episode this time. I'm aiming for about like an hour 20 minutes, something like that.
So, we're camping in a couple days, huh? Talk about a way to kick off your summer vacation.
Yep. So we're going camping. We're planning to go camping at least.
Well, we should get some sleep. Good night.
Good night to you too, Catboy. Hello there. I've been summoned to the Velvet Room yet again.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It indeed has been, Lavenza. Oh, before you ask, for some reason Igor is also not in this game.
The Velvet Room.
Lavenza is the sole Velvet Room operator we'll be interacting with throughout the adventure. Although not much, because I've already maxed out and acquired every persona which I needed, so...
Regardless, I must perform my duty.
The only place we'll be seeing her most likely will be in mandatory story cutscenes such as this one.
It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. The expression you bear now tells me you already know the reason for your summons. I must warn you of the danger threatening to consume both yourself and the entire world whose heart you strove so greatly to change. A most loathsome prison has manifested. Your appearance is ironclad evidence of this. You have become a prisoner of fate yet again. That is
Well, at least it's nothing new on the agenda of a Persona protagonist.
Someone, even now, plots to lure you into a disastrous fate. Confronted by this evil will, your own cries out. Rise against it. My name is Lavenza. As one who rules over power, my duty is to witness the path you take. Should the world continue down its own current path, all that awaits you is destruction. Have you the resolve to defy such a fate and face the distortion that yet again threatens your world?
I do! You know it!
The trickster I know so well. What awaits you ahead are more of the same. No, even greater hardships than before. However,
Well, you say that, but this game overall is a bit easier than the original Persona 5 Royale due to how accessible new personas are. Due to the fact that there are no confidants to worry about. That's right, there are no confidant spending things, missions, minigames, events, stuff like that. Not gone, all gone. And also you can enter and re-enter the Metaverse as many times as you want in this game, which is also another huge plus. Days are still numbered, and of course you... Wait. Do I get something for talking with Sojiro? The days are still numbered and all that, but it's overall a much more open-minded, not open-minded, open-worlded adventure and all that. Okay, where am I going? we need to head to the square where our old buddy Yoshida Toranosuke used to host his speeches on every Sunday. Alright, we need to talk to Ryuji here.
I'll just add this.
And also you can save pretty much anywhere. Wait, I think that was also the case in the original realm. Can I actually... Oh, I can't. Not yet. We'll have our first bit of actions quite soon.
What's up? Ready to buy some camping shit? Let's hustle to the store so we can finally chill for a bit. It's already way too hot out.
We're in charge of picking up the barbecue, right? Go ahead and lead the way, Ryuji.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, right, we can just ask the app. Hey, Emma?
Hello. Do you need something?
Yeah, show us that store you told us about.
Displaying the optimal route to your destination.
Whoa, look at this sweet map.
We can even figure out how to help with a big question like that? Whoa, this thing's a whole lot more useful than I thought.
Great! Let's get this over with so we can plan to...
The next generation Siri.
What's all the racket?
I have a suggested event for you. A promotional store opening is currently underway at the Shibuya 705 storefront with Alice Araki.
Huh? That was a suggested event? Wait, for real? Alice is here?
And Alice is...
Alice Hiraki is a Japanese fashion model and performing artist. She has gained attention with her adorable look and unique sense of style. She is active in a variety of media and genres. She has become a pop culture tastemaker and continues to amass
Sorry.
fan base.
Wow, Emma makes her sound huge. Is she really all that popular?
Oh, I don't know. What kind of answer is that crowd giving ya, huh? Alice really is just over there. Oh, I can't believe it.
Let's go and see. I'm interested.
Oh, someone sounds interested. It's on our way into the store. Why not check it out? She's totally cute enough for this to be worth it. Hey, what's going on? Heard it's some shop opening ceremony. Wait, isn't that Alice Hiraki?
Hi, folks. Thanks for coming. A shop that carries one of my very own brands is opening here today. Have you ever dreamed that you could be somebody else, even if just for a little while?
Of course, it's called cosplaying.
That dream comes to life. A wonderland where you become whatever you want to be. Now, I've got one question. Does anyone want to visit this wonderland with me?
Man, in recent years, the Japanese anime culture has really become interested in the whole Alice in Wonderland shtick. Now we have Alice here, we have Alice in Sword Art Online, Season 3 and onward. Yeah, it's... I believe there are way more of them from this time period as well.
Here you go.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
And one for you.
Crap, Alice just touched my hand.
Oh, those are some quality specs. Sorry, that was weird. I hope you like the star.
Thank you, I guess?
Let the white rabbit guide you to Wonderland. Have fun there, everyone. Geez, what was with that crowd?
They're all big fans. It's all part of the business, Morgana.
Right? Oh, she just has this vibe.
Well, she's all yours. My heart still belongs to Lady Anna alone.
Yeah.
Morgana's the same as ever.
Well, are you satisfied now? Let's hurry up with the shopping.
Fine. Oh yeah, you got one of those cards from Alice, right?
Yeah, he did. You just got blown up.
Damn it! There were just a ton of people around is all.
Hey, don't you two start. We don't need another Okumura arc kind of situation going on.
Alice Hiragi's Wonderland? This looks like a boring old ad to me. And here's my...
Oh, sorry.
There's some fine print here. Here's my Emma keyword. Please become my friend.
What's a keyword?
Didn't Futaba use something like that yesterday? She said we could become friends through Emma.
Yeah, do it! Come on!
Alright. Adding a celebrity as our friend.
Become friends with Alice?
That would be actually kind of awesome. So let's do it.
Wonderland?
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
And yeah, seeing how this is a Persona game and how beginning navigation has some truly sinister meaning in this series, something is bound to go wrong, and we find ourselves transported into a palace, or how they're called in this game, a jail.
I don't know. Feels like... Whoa! What happened to you guys?
Not just me. You changed too.
Whoa! For real? Huh?
Looks like this place is connected to the Metaverse.
Indeed.
This is a joke, right? Whoa, check it out.
Aren't those the guys we saw at 705?
And the jail owner is no one else but Alice, looking way better than in real life, am I right?
Oh, yeah? Then you can give me all your desires.
The jails could kind of be considered the inverse of palaces, since the shadows are the ones stealing hearts in, well, desires in this case.
There's no time. We'll figure it out later. Joker,
So yeah, when you begin playing this game, you'll, after playing Royale of course, you'll start noticing, and yeah, by the way, I'll have all the ultimate weapons for each character. You'll start noticing how each jail owner is basically a retextured and a repurposed palace owner from Royale. So in this case, Alice is the Kamoshida of this game. There we go. I'm displaying my all-powerful Arsene in action, which I'll demonstrate more closely after the fight. Is that it? There's one shadow. There we go. Some pixies.
Joker, use your persona.
I've been using it this whole time. There we go. So, nice. Wiping out with all these hordes is so satisfying. And the new remix of Last Surprise is just amazing. It's brilliant, genius. I can't believe they converted such a classy tune from the original Royale game into a game of such a radically different genre. Well, it's not too radically different, but to make it fit so perfectly within this genre.
If this keeps up much longer, we'll be done for. We should make good use of our surroundings. See anything that could give you the advantage?
And like any brawler game, you can use environmental objects to your advantage, such as these signs here. Nice! And an all-out attack to wipe the whole field. If you're wondering when I'll use Lucifer, that comes later. A bit later. Nice. Wait, how do I sprint? How do I sprint? Oh, that's the gun. Watch out from what? More guys? I can take them. Every character is on max level. I'm actually not sure about the other party members, but I do know that they have every skill that they can possibly learn. I can take them. Let's see if I can actually wipe them all out. Actually, no. Oh, I'm just gonna... How do I run? Ah, there we go. Finally found the button. It's been such a long time since I played this game because I played so much shit in between that. Like, I've fully completed Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've completed all the other Persona games that are on the PC. And yeah, I played so much other shit that I forgot the buttons already. I also played some Alicization Licorice, the new Miyazoto's Blooming of Forget-Me-Not DLC that came out, which has a sprint button when you press the left analog stick, so I've got so many muscle memories inside. Also, people have made the connection when I was listening to the soundtrack of the Persona Strikers, this jail's theme. You saw it in the comments, you'll probably find that people have made a connection that the Alice is supposed to represent Pokemon. That's hilarious.
We need more intel. Let's investigate the area. This really is a palace? The distortion has to have a core somewhere. We need to find the treasure. Oh, we've been getting a faint whiff of it. If we look around, we may be able to learn what's going on too. We'll get a better idea of what to do next, depending on what we find.
Exactly.
As we're doing this...
Oh yeah, and this game actually has these pre-rendered cutscenes added in. This is kind of like a new addition to the game overall. Ouch. Come on, I can easily take them. All of them. Hello there, Shadow Alice. You look as gorgeous as ever.
Who are these little guys?
Your Majesty, we captured these thieves, but we couldn't seize their desires. We have instead brought them to you.
Couldn't seize their desires? Explain yourselves. You look pretty cool. So, what's your name?
Let us go, that's our name.
Joker! Ah, so you're Joker, huh? Come now, Joker. You need to answer properly when your queen asks a question.
Quit it, asshole!
Would you shut your mouth? Or are you looking for punishment too?
What? Shit! Just try it!
Oh, what a bore. I just stopped caring. Get rid of them, however. I don't want toys that don't do as they're told. Bye-bye.
Yes, I would like to save, please. Also, we ain't your toys. Whatever threw that idea into your head.
Hey,
Yeah, luckily.
Man, that was some real shit. Even worse was that effing... So that's what she's really like, huh? How about you, Joker? She really whacked you good.
I'll definitely get back at her.
You said it. Damn that Alice. Acting like she's top shit. I'm gonna be so pissed off until we finally get back at her. So, where are we now?
Looks like we wound up underground. I'd say it's some sort of garbage dump. For now, let's just focus on getting out of here.
This place is disgusting. Who just dumps people into garbage like that?
Let's find a way out as soon as possible. We don't know what we'll run into.
I can move the camera, but I cannot move
We're
myself.
holding up as we press on.
Okay, actually, let's take this opportunity to show off my persona. Okay, so first of all, I've got my max stat at Parsen with a curse and gun build. I have A-gun, my A-gun, one-shot kill, riot gun, along with curse boost, curse gun boost, and survival trick, which is actually a really neat build. And most of these things that Arsene can actually get on his own simply by leveling up. So like my gun, one-shot kill, riot gun, and survival trick are the things he naturally gets through leveling up. But holy shit, getting A-gun on him was a process and a half, because no skill card would drop for me at least, and I had to get it by transferring it via fusion from Nebiros. So I got A-gun, I got a curse out of it, and I also got gun boost and curse boost through skill cards. And if you're wondering why I don't have gun instead of survival trick, well, the skill cards and spell masters are locked behind the merciless difficulty, which is no way in hell I'm doing that. But with this build that I have, I'm pretty confident I could take on the merciless difficulty, especially with the Lucifer that I have. No, I didn't want that. My Lucifer is actually a build that another YouTuber actually used, and I actually forgot the name, because I never did watch that channel before. But anyway, this is basically a build which is actually ideal for taking down folks in merciless difficulty. So basically, Morningstar, the best wide area damaging attack in the game. You can get Almighty, of course, and Dormina, which has a high chance to inflict sleep on an area of foes. So yeah, technical damage is basically how you get through Merciless the most efficiently. Then we have Shadow of Grief, which is something that Lucifer gets naturally, and Spellmaster, pretty obvious. I got it from Alice. Yeah, the Alice, the actual persona Alice, and not Alice, the one we're pursuing right now. We have Technical Adept, Soul Thief, Sleep Boost, and Ailment Boost. By the way, all of these things here, including Dormia, are so easy to farm with skill cards. So this Lucifer here is actually very easy to make. You just have to worry about getting Alice to level 90 so she learns Spellmaster so she can transfer it to Lucifer. And that's really the gist of it. I'm gonna be mostly using Arsene in the playthrough because, well, I'm more of a fan of Arsene, of course, and I'm going to be resorting to using Lucifer only in boss fights or when we will be fighting Dire Shadows, which I'll get into when we get to the second jail, which is not too long into our adventure. And now we're introduced to a new face in the Persona 5 series. Hello there. You have some pudgy lips in that cutscene.
is this place?
It's a
Who
sewer.
are you?
I'm a phantom thief. And you are?
A phantom thief? I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Hello there, humanity's companion. It is so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Are you human? Do you have a name? Joker. Okay, I memorized it. Joker, do you know where this place is?
Hey, I just heard something! I mean, who are you?
What is it, Joker? Can I help you? A raccoon? Try a cat! Wait, don't try a cat!
There we go. I was just waiting for that.
Anyway, who's this? A real funky getup.
Humanity's companion.
Companion? Like your...
I am Sophia, humanity's companion. You jumped down here by that Alice girl too? I just learned that I have no memories. So I don't
Okay, so we have another Morgana, essentially.
Hey, you two. Come here for a second. Who is that Joker?
She said she doesn't have any memories?
Yeah, just like when Morgana first joined the team.
The giant box?
What crazy shit is that? Way too weird.
She doesn't seem to be a shadow, though. She doesn't even seem hostile.
Well, whatever she is, we still gotta find a way out. Nobody's solving any problems in this dump, that's for sure.
In trouble?
Whoa! Where did you...
If you're in trouble, I can help. I am humanity's companion. My purpose is to be helpful to humans.
So, you want to help us out?
Correct. What is your problem?
Well, we're lost. I guess we're looking for a way out here?
A way. Will reaching the surface solve your problem of a way out of here? Yeah. It would? Okay, I've got it. I'm searching for a way out of here. Well, hey, don't go out there alone. What now, Joker?
We should follow her.
Right. She might be able to get us out of this dump.
You sure about that? Still super suspicious. But I guess we shouldn't ditch her either. Hey, you better watch out for shadows! Oh crap, too late!
Get behind us, Sophia!
There are so many of them now, as opposed to that one which was in the cutscene. Oh yeah, I should also explain that bond meter you just saw for a brief second.
Why was I attacked? Assaulting others without reason is not proper behavior.
Not exactly sure how to explain it, but those guys are called shadows.
And we're the phantom thieves. We're considered dangerous rebels by the ruler of this place. Intruders they want to eliminate. The phantom thieves. That's really cool.
Oh, look at her jump. She's so
Anyway,
fluffy and bubbly and I just love it.
You want to help us? Let's all go together.
I can find a way out of here. You only need to wait for me. You're actually going to help us out? I have been helping you this entire time. Joker helped me first. Now I will be helpful for him. Use me as needed, Joker.
Okay. I know you're humanity's companion, but do you know that that sounded very wrong or slash right, depending on how you look at it? But then again, if that is one of the jobs of
Sounds nice, Joker.
humanity's companions, I don't mind.
Along with the cat and the skeleton.
Okay.
Not a skeleton.
You just look like a skeleton. That's a very big difference, you know.
Just because I look like this doesn't make me a cat.
Calm down, skeleton.
Not you too, man. I'm Skull. Don't screw it up.
And I'm Mona, okay? Don't you forget. What has upset you?
Alright.
Let's be careful. We'd be fine, but we don't want to endanger Sophia. Try staying out of sight.
Or just plowing through everything. Oh, I still can't switch characters. Can I? Yes, I can look at this. Alright, so this is the bond system of the game. And basically these are little intricate upgrades. Some of them can actually be a very game-changing deal and about how easy your journey is gonna be. But basically, I will at least try to max out all of the remaining stuff. As you see here, it's supposed to be like yellow, and it's supposed to stay max when it's maxed out. So I'm currently mostly working on increasing my max HP and my max SP. These max out at 20, and I think these max out at 10. I'm not too sure, but I think these max out at 10. We'll just have to wait and see. There's actually a very nice way to farm bond points on repeated playthroughs, and there are a few tricks. Well, there is one trick which does not require any money at all. It just requires entering and re-entering the same area at the same all the time to get infinite bond points. But once you get at a high enough level, like me, I'm currently bond level 75 and the maximum is 99. The boosts become very insignificant and amount to chicken feed, basically. So my method that I'm going to show off real soon, I think, yeah, I'll first be able to show it off after we clear the first jail, which is very soon. Damn! That's a 99 jack-o'-lantern. Maxed that at 99 jack-o'-lantern. And here is Sophia's persona, Pitos.
Shit, she just beat him.
No way! Is that a persona?
Indeed it was.
What are you doing?
I'm helping the Phantom Thief. Don't take it personally.
I still can't switch characters. Let's show off the gun skills a bit, because they have a really wide range and high critical rate. But they consume your extra HP, which is... you can restore it very easily anyway. Some more bond points.
Okay, we beat them.
Wait. They're so effing strong. You should have told us right away you could fight.
But you never asked. Not just that, but your clothes. What in the world? It's completely different from our own transformations. I copied what you do and ended up like this.
It's completely different. It's just her twin tails converted into one ponytail, and she formed a hood and a screen on her face. So
Those boxes.
not completely different.
That was a weapon. I needed it to fight.
Yeah, 2 yo-yos. That's actually a very proficient
What in the
weapon.
world are you?
Earthbound fans would say that. Mother fans, I should say.
Yeah, we already heard that one.
There's still just too much we don't know. But we don't have the time to figure it out now. Getting out of here needs to be our #1 priority.
Yeah, we really don't need her getting any more attention from the enemy. Let's just have her help us out. Considering what we just saw, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Agreed. We have no idea what's ahead of us. The more firepower, the better. Can you lend us a hand, Sophia? Okay, I've got it.
We'll be counting on you.
Right. You'll be counting on me.
Well, let's move. Lead the way, Shorty.
Understood. Oh, right. Keep track of how you're holding up. You need any healing items?
I'm fine. I still can't switch characters, which is fine. Okay.
Check anything suspicious looking. Never know,
Nice,
you
some
might find.
treasures which we can sell in the amazing shop that is going to be introduced soon.
Shadows incoming! A whole load of them. Get ready! There are more ways to target an enemy's weakness than skills alone, remember?
Yeah, I can also use my gun, I know. Oh. Where's the last one? There we go. Kill all the fairies. Kill all the pixies. Got a soul drop, which is nice. Another mandatory fight sequence. Where are you? There we go.
Hey Joker, think you can find your way up there?
I already did. Stop being late with the voice lines. Yeah. Now the game is mandatorily including a stealth tutorial. Well, I can easily take them head on.
First into battle whenever possible.
First world problems. I'm sorry.
Let's try those stairs for now.
Yeah, we'll try the stairs. We'll play it your way. We will.
See that hanging there, Joker? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Of course, you know it. Using environmental hazards. It's a bit funny how they immediately notice you when you use environmental objects.
Celebrate just yet.
I'd love to perform sneak attacks with these things, but that's just not a possibility.
If we climb there, we can proceed.
Then let's climb there, so we can proceed. Nice. More enemies! Good for you then.
They just don't quit. Let's take them down, Joker.
Wait, did I? I thought I cleared all of them in one shot there. Gonna try to do this without moving, and it's not gonna work because some of them are far away. Nice. Are we done? We are done. Got some soul drops.
Enemy ahead!
A strong one. But not that strong because I'm level 99 after all.
Joker, try that persona you just got.
Ah yeah, the last yeah, in one shot, there we go. A mini boss that goes down in one shot when you're level 99, nothing is impossible. But yeah, the last battle was supposed to introduce the persona capturing mechanic where enemies would occasionally drop persona masks. Yeah, there we go, like I got that jack-o'-lantern there.
Make sure you heal yourself when you need it.
Okay, I do not need to heal myself. My SP could use some tuning, but
It looks like this is the exit.
yeah, let's exit. Back on the streets of Shibuya.
Made it out.
This is still the Metaverse, though. Stay on guard. Please wait. What is it, Sophia?
You sound like a software. You are one. Oh, sorry about that.
I have found it. A way out of here is nearby.
For real? Wait, how'd you figure that out?
I suddenly knew it. Like,
The way how she describes things is adorable.
Seriously?
The exit is closed. Follow me. Wait, Sophia!
What is her deal?
Oh, I don't know, but we need to move it. Is this the way out you mentioned, Sophia? Yes, this is where I had detected previously.
And it is?
It's fine. It leads outside. Leads outside? Everything will get all... but then you'll be out of here.
What the hell kind of explanation is that? How do you know we'll be okay?
Trust me, Joker.
Well, we are people who go into mysterious places that known as the Metaverse and steal people's hearts, so you should probably get more used to unusual things happening around you, Skull.
What should I do?
Let's all go back together.
Joker's got the right idea, Sophia. This place is crawling with shadows. Staying here would only end badly for you. But...
Jeez, what's it gonna take?
What are you doing?
We don't leave folks behind to die. Just get in the damn portal with us.
So you want me to come with you? Oh, okay.
Well, here goes. 1, 2...
And back we go into the real world.
This is the real world.
That face on the in-game model is just...
Looks like we're back.
Ugh. It's like a face that's seen some
You
shit.
successfully returned from the jail. Welcome back.
Jail?
Hang on, Sophia, where'd she go?
I don't think I'm seeing her.
Hey, Shorty, get your ass over here!
Not too loud, Ryuji.
Don't yell that in public, idiot! Need something? Was that Sophia's voice?
Indeed it was. She's in our phone.
I'm in front of you, inside Joker's phone.
Oh, look at this.
What's with the floating head?
It's like one of those bubble screensavers.
Whoa, she just popped up!
Oh, did you change your outfit? Is that really you, Sophia? Yep, I'm really me. But who are you? I'm still Mona. I just look like a cat in this world. Mona? You're Mona? So, you really weren't a raccoon. I already told you that.
Yep. He really wasn't a raccoon.
Why am I? Because I am an AI. An AI?
Hey, that's that smart thing, right?
Futaba told us all about it. She's an artificial intelligence.
For real?
You never asked me.
You sound like Solid Snake.
In this light, when I tracked down Joker's scent, I ended up here.
His scent? Who are you, Morgana?
So since she's an AI, she turned into data when she came to this world.
That mean you're living in his phone?
It is somewhat small, but it's cozy and has everything I need. Care to join me?
It's not physically possible for him to join.
Anyway, it's a big relief knowing you made it out of there safely.
Hey, but what about all those other people we saw in there? Are they still,
I don't know. But I seriously
sleeved out normal folks will be able to fight against that.
Let's rescue them.
I get what you're saying, but if we charge in without a plan, we're just going to wind up captured too. A new part of the Metaverse has its own version of a palace that we access through Emma. It even has a ruler shadow. Odds are that something horrible is happening right now.
Yeah, let's just head back to LeBlanc for now.
Talking about this here is no good. Let's get to LeBlanc. We'll hammer out our course of action with everyone there.
And what about her?
It appears I cannot exit this phone. When I came to this world, I connected to the internet and learned a great many things. But my memory is still erased. I also found no means of data recovery. Furthermore, I am stuck here. What should I do next? So
The only thing
somewhere.
worth saying in
Also,
this
introducing
situation.
everyone else will probably make the explanation easier.
Wonder how that's
Okay,
gonna
it's
go.
about to cut me off
Especially when
soon.
you're on the palace type shit.
There are more phantom thieves?
Yeah, we got ourselves a whole gang. One of them will probably flip her wig over you too.
Okay.
I'm looking for the most ideal place to pause and... Ah! It's about now. Okay. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright. Let's continue on.
I see. You're saying you entered the Metaverse with Alice Hiragi's invitation and met a sentient AI named Sophia, who is now in your phone.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That way, make us sound crazy.
But I'm telling you, it's the truth. I really didn't want
I was really
to-
tempted to
We know what
put the
that
second
means.
answer in.
We understand. None of us would make up something like this. However, there's a chance this Sophia may know more than we do about this situation. She's still with you, right? Could we speak with her?
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything Sophia can add that could help us figure out what's happening. Could you come join us, Sophia?
Yo, phantom thieves.
She must be getting really comfortable since she's copying Ryuji.
What is that? I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
That's really Sophia?
Wow, I can't believe this is happening. Is this some sort of hideout? There seem to be a number of phantom thieves present.
That's all of us minus Sumire.
Humming to herself?
And I guess Akechi if you want to count him.
Such an adorable design. You feel the charm, the pain, the tenacity within.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, this is Sophia.
Nice meeting you.
Okay. An AI with genuine will is just way too advanced.
Right? We couldn't believe it either.
Care to introduce yourselves?
That's right. We're meeting for the first time. Nice to meet you, Sophia. I'm Makoto Nijima.
My name's Haru Okumura. We're both college students, but I also help out with my family's company.
I'm Anta Kamaki. I'm a third year in high school, and I do some modeling too.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I continuously strive to master the arts as we know them.
You're also a senior.
I'm next, huh? I'm Futaba Sakura, and I kind of suck at socializing, but I want to be friends and stuff.
Ah, you did great, Futaba. In fact, I bet you and Sophia will get along real awesome.
Makoto, Haru, An, Yusuke, and Futaba. I'll remember that. You all have much more normal names than Joker.
Ooh, right. We skipped that part. So, we're the Phantom Thieves, but...
We also use code names.
Names in the Metaverse, so our enemies won't discover our real identities.
Code names.
My name's actually Ryuji Sakamoto, the cat's Morgana, and he's...
Rena Mamiya, nice to meet you.
I'll remember that. So you really are a computer program? Correct. Would you like to see my source code?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Show me, show me.
Take it down.
Here's Futaba going all giddy at that in-game facial model.
First off, why were you in the Metaverse?
I do not know, because my memory is gone. Could you have
Exactly the same scenario as Morgana. It's all coming together now. It's another spin on the already established. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
If the data just crashed, I can take a look and try
Well,
restoring it.
there are similarities, but there's enough stuff being done differently that
Yeah, based on your specs, I
that
guess
makes
it's
this
not
thing
effective.
worthy of being its own beast.
Can you recall anything at all?
Only the command I received at initialization.
You don't sound too sure of that.
Be humanity's companion. That was the command I was issued. I remember nothing else.
Don't worry about it. It was the same with Morgana.
Not you too much, Sophia. I was in the exact same situation.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you.
I've still got a shit ton of questions about Sophia, but we have some real work to do first.
Right. The Metaverse. What we saw.
From what you saw, that means Alice Hiragi has a palace in Shibuya, right?
Yeah, she was calling herself the Queen, being all high and mighty, ordering shadows around. All that kind of shit.
There's no doubt that was the cognitive world, but something about it was awfully different from the palaces.
What is it?
Real humans were being attacked by shadows.
There were people inside the palace?
Indeed.
They had access to the Metaverse Navigator?
That is indeed troubling.
For all of us.
I know, right? That's where this comes in.
You mean Emma?
Yep, for some reason, this thing works just like the MetaNav did.
We accidentally entered Alice's Emma keyword and got sent to the Metaverse.
Wait, that means Emma is dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Just uninstall it. The MetaNav didn't work like that.
There's one more thing that's been bothering me. When we got back to this world, Emma said we returned from the jail.
Jail?
The only thing we figured out is that this new place is called a jail.
Yeah, not a palace, but a jail.
Check out the palace, or jail, or whatever with us.
Good point. There's no progressing any further unless we see it with our own eyes.
I'm also having a hard time buying Alice as the ruler of a palace.
Are we going to scout it out together? I think the sooner the better.
Is it even safe for us to enter, though? What if we all just end up captured?
There were no enemies in the vicinity of the exit. It's fine to enter through there.
Well, are we going to head back to that place tomorrow?
Sounds like a plan.
Right.
Both options I wanna
Very
pick,
well.
but you can only
Look
pick
forward to
one.
seeing this jail. Say we meet at the connecting bridge in Shibuya.
But first...
I get to see Sophia's code. You promised, remember?
Oh, this is gonna be the info dump of a lifetime. I promise. You won't feel a thing.
Are you confident this is wise?
I guess so. I mean, at least we know she's got computer skills.
Ah, man. This is what happens when we get back together? Oh, talk about an ass-busting summer vacation.
Huh? Well, what is it?
What about our life-changing Kyoto excursion? Our barbecue extravaganza?
Don't worry, we'll have plenty of chances to cook something. Oh, we will definitely.
Metaverse. We're about to slice it to ribbons.
Haha.
Easy there, Fox
Slice
boy.
the Metaverse, dude. Just save it for the show.
You'll get your chance at being played as later down the road. Okay, I am actually gonna call it an episode here because, yeah, we've actually passed the mark of how long I aim these episodes to be in average. So, yeah, I'll continue on next time from here as well, from the exact same location, but now with the addition of Futaba. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Webbook Tips and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my Patreon when you got the time and drop a few donations if you feel like it. And as usual, I'll upload the next part whenever I can. See you all and have a good day. Peace.
You never see it coming.